Hi everyone, my name is Iben and welcome to a brand new short episode of Hallett Park Zoo. In today's episode, we're going to talk about the brand new update, the brand new DLC, and we're going to talk about the future of Hallett Park as well. First of all, let's talk about the new DLC and the new update. And I'm going to start with the update because I really like what's in the new update. And as you can see here, I already did a few things with it. I made this little scene in the zoo, which I am known for because I really like these little scenes that make it feel so much more alive. But I was able to make this completely custom because, as you know, the new update comes with new gift shops. But Frontier was so kind to us to give us all the pieces that are available to be sold in the gift shop as actual pieces that we can use and can build with. So all the plushies, all the t-shirts, all the hoodies, the masks, the puzzles, the frog plushies, everything is available as a separate piece. I think the only thing that isn't available are the balloons. I'm not sure, I'll have to double check that. But that makes it so awesome because then you can still make your own displays, your own little scenes like these, without it being like, oh no, you're only stuck to the modular pieces that you have in the game. This is a big win for me. I absolutely love all of these pieces. I really love that the pieces that we get are the ones that you can also buy as merch in the merch store by Planet Zoo, which is really, really fun. The only thing you can't buy in real life are these plushies. And honestly, that's a shame because I would really pay for this frog plushie. It's so freaking cool. But yeah, let's just take a look at the new gift shop. I'm going to primarily talk about that feature. I didn't have that much time, so I had to limit myself a little bit, and the gift shop is just the one feature that I was looking forward so much. So let's take a look and see what I've done with it. Whoosh! We're going to the jungle shop, and as I said earlier, every piece comes as a separate scenery piece as well. So you can make these kinds of signs. This is a sign that I threw together like 5 minutes ago, so it's not something super fancy, but it shows the possibilities that you have with these pieces, and I'm really looking forward to what people are going to do, especially with the frog one. I think that one looks really, really cool and can easily be used as like a little statue or like part of a sign like here as well. I think the elephant and the lion are more obviously toys, but yeah. As you can see, there's a bunch of stands, there's a bunch of little stuff you can use to decorate your gift shop with, and I'm just gonna show you guys what it is made of. So let's take a look. As you can see, these pieces are made out of these shelf pieces, and you can decide what you want to sell on each of these shelf pieces. So you can change it, you can make it to masks, plushies, mugs, puzzles, spider hats, like almost everything. It's really, really cool. You can change it to the baseball caps. It's really, really fun. And that basically goes for almost all the stands. Like the majority can have like everything. These specialized ones are the ones that of course are made for the tote bags and like the t-shirts, which is kind of obvious of course. But yeah, there's a large variety of the things that you can have. You have like these posters here as well. You have this little shelf display, and I'm going to talk about how it all works in a bit. But you also have this counter, and as I said, you can customize it because we got all the pieces as separate pieces as well. So as you can see, I use the separate pieces to just add this little extra display to the otherwise kind of empty counter, and it allows you to do like brand new stuff, and I really like that. The same goes for this. Like if I would change, like I have the puzzle pieces right here. If I change this one to the puzzles as well, you can see that I added these two puzzle boxes here as an extra display, and I think that's I just think that's amazing. Like you can change so much about it, and I think it's a brilliant way of doing it. So let's take a look at how it actually works when you're building it, because it didn't work the way that I expected it to do, but it's still pretty cool. So basically what you have is this plate, might be the right way to put it, and that's the one thing you get. Like you start with that, and that is basically the base of your gift shop. It is the size of a large staff room, but I'll talk a bit more about that and how you can still make smaller gift shops like I did in my entrance area. So you start with this. If you want to make it bigger, you basically use these expansion tiles and you can make it much bigger. But as soon as you have a counter placed on top of it, it essentially recognizes this as a functional gift shop, and you can place whatever you want wherever you want it. So like as you can see, I can change this and I can choose whatever I do with it, and I can even add more. And this is one of the pieces that I love because of the effect that you can create like this, which is really nice. And from here on out, you basically decide where you want to show. I showed it in the other one as well, but you can just change everything. You can add posters. But yeah, that's the bare bones of it. You can place it whatever you want. You can put whatever you want on it. And the best part of it, for me at least, is that it's not a huge box. It's just a little plate that you need to place down. Now, it's a bit bigger than I originally expected it to be. It is the size of a large staff room, but I'm gonna go back to my gift shop here. There's ways to avoid that. There's ways to get rid of that. What I did, I placed the gift shop plate here, and I made sure that the stands were halfway so that it becomes a smaller space to work in, which seems to work well. Sometimes they get a little bit stuck or they're like in a slow motion movement, but again, that's me doing things with the game that you're not supposed to do, but it still works and it's still functional. So I'm very happy about that, because I don't mind it if things don't work perfectly when you're abusing the system. I'm just glad that the system can be abused sometimes. And I'm really happy with the results. I didn't have that much time. If I had more time, I would have done a lot more. But I'm really happy with how this all works. And I think it's really amazing. There's so much to choose from. You can like have mixed hats, you can have masks, you can have rhino specific hats, you can have the puzzles. Like there's so much you can customize, which I really like. And being able to make them null as well, so with nothing, means that you can also add your own pieces like the ones that we've been making for so long. So essentially you can just start making your own gift shop, put in a few items that are default items like these shirts or these mugs. And if you want to go and you want to use like the gutter piece plushies that we've been using for so long, you can basically use those as well, and it will still work. The guests will still walk around in it. I think this is one of the most amazing features the game has added so far. I'm super happy about it, and I'm really grateful to Frontier for letting me play with this early, because I was so excited when this feature was announced, and it looks really cool. Now we're gonna take a look at an animal in the pack, and we're gonna do that by going into the Asia area. What I basically did, like I used to have a mod of the Sloth Bear and I replaced it with the real official animals. And where is he? The reason why I went for the Sloth Bear is because even though the takin is my favorite animal, and like takins are my favorite animals in real life as well, like they're in my top 5, it is unbelievable. I still cannot understand how amazing the fur looks for this animal, and it like we often talk about how much Frontier improves with every new DLC, but I think like especially with the takin and especially with Sloth Bear, the animals look so incredible. And yeah, this is, if you want to see more of this habitat, you can look at the previous episode of Hallett Park Zoo. I mainly want to focus on how amazing this animal looks, and it's just, it does everything it's supposed to do. Like it nails the derpiness of the sloth bear, but it also, like, the shagginess of it. It's yeah. I love it. I love the fur so much. Speaking about how much Frontier has improved, there's one more thing that I want to talk about, and that's, yeah, this little fellow over here, because the tapir has been updated as well. The model has had some changes. The back is now more realistic. The snout is better. The little dimple that the original tapir had, that was basically the Baird's tapir, that has also been changed. So it's really cool to see that this animal has gotten some updates from the developers as well. I don't think that I'm going to keep it in here, but I just wanted to have it here as it is a nice animal to see. And that brings us to the end of what I want to say about these two animals. I'm just going to let the animals play in the background, and we're just going to talk a bit with this as a background. I'm going to give my opinion about the pack. If you want to have like a full overview, go to my Twitter and you'll see my full pack review. But basically, I'm very happy. There are like two animals that I personally would have switched for something else, but honestly, I think the animals like the sloth bear, like the takin, like the saiga as well, are like really cool animals to have, even though the saiga is not that common in captivity, or not anymore. I think the swan is amazing. I can't wait to use that one in the future. And I think the sloth bear and the takin are extremely nice additions to the game. The sloth bear sleeping is also one of the coolest things that I've ever seen. So we're just gonna watch this guy sleep for a minute. I also think that the wolverine is really cool, and I'm looking forward to see what other people will do with it. Again, I didn't have that much time. And I think this is one of the best DLCs in terms of animal quality. I think like the sloth bear, the takin, the swan, the wolverine, they all look really, really good. I like the bison and I like the wild boar as well, but I guess those are like the two animals that I would have replaced with a different kind of animal. But again, I always judge a pack by what it is and not what it could have been. And I think that the animals that were added all look amazing, and I think that is so cool. Like, this view is amazing. You have the dolls right over here. You have the sloth bear sleeping in the background, which is just so freaking adorable. I love this. I love this so much. If you've seen my ranking video, and I'll make a new version of it quite soon, I would put this DLC in the not in the must-buy category, because I don't think it's a pack you would need right away. But I think I would put it in either the buy first or the buy next category, which is basically if you have all the must-buys, buy these packs afterwards, because it enriches the game so much. And I think the Eurasian Animal Pack does that so well. It gives us a few really cool animals, a few cold climate animals, a very cool bear. I think it's the best bear in the game right now. Incredible animals like a takin and a mute swan, which is also very, very cool to see. So yeah, I recommend it fully. I hope everyone will like it as much as I am liking it right now. And that basically brings us to a closure of what I wanted to say about the DLC and about the update, which means we're going to go back to the entrance of Hallett Park Zoo and talk a little bit about the future of the zoo. And And it brings me to the point where I don't know if I'm going to be continuing this zoo. I am not that inspired to work in the zoo anymore. I am more inspired to work on a different thing that I will probably show stuff from in the future. But as I've already mentioned on my channel, I'm kind of taking a little break from content creation. I've been doing it way for like 3 years, and all I did was make sure that I had a new video every single week. And that is not something that I want to continue. So I want to go back to like finishing something, be happy with that, and then releasing it instead of trying to get out a new video every 2 weeks. So I can't guarantee when the next video will be up. And I don't know what the next video will be, if this is going to be Hallett Park Zoo or something else. What I will do is upload the zoo as is on the Steam Workshop. If you want to go, if you want to look into it, feel free to take whatever you want out of the zoo. Just credit me if you're using like one of the blueprints that I made and that wasn't already on the workshop. And I hope to see you guys all soon on my channel. The next video will most likely be a new version of the rating of the DLCs. Again, my system is much more focused on which packs should you get first, which packs can you wait for a little bit, and I think some of the places might have shifted, and I also want to talk about the new DLCs that I haven't rated yet. So thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all for staying with me. I know I'm not uploading as much as I used to, but I'm very happy right now. I'm in a very good space, and I am just very glad that I was able to make this video. Yeah, I gotta stop now because I'm starting to ramble again, and you all know how much I ramble. Yeah, thank you all so much. If you are thinking about buying the DLC, do it. I don't think you'll regret it. If you are still playing Planet Zoo at this point, you're one of those people who's gonna wanna have all the DLC, so just go for it. It's an incredible DLC, it has some really cool animals, and they look absolutely amazing. Thank you all so much for watching, and see you again soon. Bye!